Welcome to the Shakaama Live Show with your host, Shakaama. And here's the video everybody's been waiting for. Breaking news. They have now two things that have completely solidified the complete innocence of Judge Brett Kavanaugh, nominee for Supreme Court. The fourth and final listed person by Dr. Ford has come out and said she, the best friend of Dr. Ford, went everywhere with Dr. Ford, has been her friend for 36 years, never went to a party where Judge Kavanaugh, or then 17, 16, 15, 14, 13-year-old Brett Kavanaugh was ever present. Uncategorically, she said the two have never been in the same party together. Brett Kavanaugh and Dr. Ford. This is her best friend. As if to solidify this, Brett Kavanaugh came out with a solid alibi. I believe there was some talk of he was not in the state at the time of the alleged party. If you've been keeping track, all four people that Dr. Ford has listed as being in the party have all come forward and all have said there was no party, they weren't there. All four. So we still have the Hawaiian senator still standing by Dr. Ford. Dr. Ford will not be testifying. Dr. Ford will not testify in chambers. She will not testify in public. She will not testify. She will not be cross-examined. She will not be asked questions. This solidifies the complete innocence of Judge Kavanaugh. Let me repeat. All four people listed in the letter by Dr. Ford have come forward. All four. All four have said there was no party. They did not attend. All four people that she listed, that she took a polygraph, yet said she sought no publicity from this letter. She also said that she had a fear of flying and has had a fear of flying all her life. However, she went to Hawaii to get her PhD. Let me repeat that. This person whom Senator, I don't know her name, the senator from Hawaii, the lady who said that men should just be quiet. A senator of the United States said men should just be quiet. This means that the Democratic Party has a senator who says that all the other male senators should all be quiet. Why is she saying this? Because they wanted to have a hearing and don't automatically believe Dr. Ford. Do you know how far gone you have to be to achieve the position of U.S. Senator, which is this close to President. I hope you all understand that. In the list of succession, if something should happen to the President, something should happen to the Vice President, then they start going through the Senators. The first is the leader of the Senate, or the Speaker of the House, one of the two. Leader, the Senate Majority Leader, or the Speaker of the House, something like that. So they are next in line to the presidency. That somebody that close says that men, so that means all of the men in Hawaii that voted for her made a mistake. Because she told you all to be quiet, that you should never speak. This is how far gone this entire party is. I'm going to predict that there's going to be a major shift, and they are trying like heck I say, pardon my French, like heck, to keep this from you. The hashtag walk away movement is huge, and it has cut across all of the groups that the Democrats have tried to keep under their umbrella. I'm just going to, here she, Matsi Hirono, Japanese descent. Matsi Hirono, or is it Maisie Hirono? American pronunciation. Maisie Hirono told men they need to just shut up. Told men they don't need to be heard. They just need to be seen. That's it. Maisie Hirono's blunt style makes her a favorite of liberals looking for a fighter. Her blunt style to tell men to shut up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is abhorrent behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't want a man to say that. Why on earth would anybody stand behind that woman? Why on earth would anybody? You Democrats, why would you stand behind that woman? That is not a fighter for women. To tell men to shut up? What is the reaction you get when you say all men should shut up? And you're trying to pass legislation. She has just then shot herself in the foot to be legitimate in actually serving the people of Hawaii. Because now she has made the enemy all men in the U.S. Senate, in the House, in the presidency, in the judiciary branch. She told all men to shut up. What do you get with that? You get with that a complete lack of cooperation on the part of men. Because if you visit men with hate, you get in return exactly what you have sown. If you sow hate, you're going to reap hate. Now, let me tell you, I do not believe this woman has the political clout to call on favors of people, of men in the Senate and in Congress, in the House, to do her bidding. And if she did, she just completely relinquished it. So the people of Hawaii, you have a lame duck senator. Do you understand that? She has rendered herself useless to Hawaii. And then one step up from that, she has rendered herself useless to the people of the United States. She's not just a senator of Hawaii. She is a U.S. senator. In her duties as U.S. senator, you know she's on various committees in the U.S. Senate. Being on various committees in the U.S. Senate also calls for international things, speaking with dignitaries. You know, the president doesn't just go anywhere by, he just ups and goes. And no, there is a level of subordinates leading up to the president. The president is the last position to go. He's the king on the chessboard, right? This whole shaving thing is crazy. He's the king on the chessboard. He goes last. He doesn't go first. So all of this stuff about the president does this and the president, no, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. But the news wants to keep you all uneducated, even though you're adults. The president goes last. He doesn't visit another foreign country unless he's visiting the president of that foreign country. He's not going to go visit some parliament person in England. He's not going to go visit some flunky on the corner in France, right? He's going to go visit the prime minister, the president, the king, the queen, or if it's run by a prince or something like that. That's it. And I hope not the dictator. So who does he send? Sometimes he sends senators. She doesn't have the political clout to say all men should shut up. She doesn't have it. Trust me, she doesn't have it. You know why she doesn't have? Why I know she doesn't have it? Because I didn't know her until she said that. I didn't know her until she got in the news for saying that. Do you know the people who have political clout to say stuff like that? We all already know them. And we have known them for years and years and years. And when they say something like that, we excuse it because they are so powerful that we can ignore them saying something so silly. And everybody holds the president to his tweets and stuff like that. Do you know he's making fun of people? Do you know he's joking around? What's really terrible about this whole thing is that the funniest president that we've probably ever had is sitting in the White House right now. He's literally trying desperately to show you all how terrible the mainstream media is. And please like this video, and if you could support the channel, and I appreciate and thank you, Hans. I can't get the other names that are on this phone. I was going to write down the list, but you know me. Thank you all for supporting me and writing me notes. This is to support the channel. Thank you so much. Thank you, Hans from Germany, who keeps donating to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate Hans Sims. I'm going through all of my languages. And Dankeschön. Dankeschön. The main show, or if you want to support me, go to paypal.me/Shakaama or patreon.com/Shakaama. Patreon. Patreon.com/Shakaama. And then write me a little note. This is support the channel. When I go and search for news stuff, I get nothing but Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, NBC, ABC, CBS. Why? Because all of them, you all are under some weird assumption that there's some sort of competition between these news organizations. There is not. When they went to sign contracts and gave YouTube millions of dollars, All of them were on one side, and YouTube was on the other side of the table, and signed the contract and gave millions. You don't see YouTubers in a lot of these political things, although there are plenty of YouTubers who give you independent news information like I do. Do you know that they're still reporting that Dr. Ford is going to go testify before the Judiciary Committee? They're still reporting that. When I've already known, they just came out and just said, the best friend said she did not go to the party. I made the video. How long ago did I make that video? I already made that video some time ago. And Reuters is just now reporting this. This is how late mainstream media is on this. And they probably won't report it because that is against their talking points. And that includes Fox News. For all of you people who are under this conspiracy that Fox News is the enemy of CNN, they're on the same side. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, they're on the same side. It's called divide and conquer. They're on the same side. And I reported this years ago that when I had the chance, I watched Fox News click over to CNN, and they reported the same exact thing. And I watched week after week after week, hour after hour. All the stories were the exact same. And I said, wait a minute. What? So they put out propaganda that Fox News has a completely different audience than CNN. I'm sorry to tell you people this. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I'm sorry to destroy your reality. You are the ones who are divided, not the mainstream media. And they want to remain in control. What's the problem? Millennials don't watch TV. In fact, a lot of people don't watch TV anymore. That means all of their news organizations that they're paying billions to keep afloat are dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. Did you know that the Miss America pageant went on and they lost 40% of their viewership? That's almost half. They lost 40% of their viewership from last year. But wait, last year, I think they lost something like 20 to 30% of their viewership from the year before. So, they are literally at something like 1/3 of the viewership from 2 years ago. But wait, there's more. The year before that, the year before that, the year before, the entire decade has just been losing. They lost 40% of their viewership this year because they said this is no longer a pageant, this is a contest, and we will not have the swimsuit category, and we will not have the evening dress category. And we don't want people looking at people's bodies at all. So everybody actually assumed that the Miss America pageant was going to turn into an obesity contest, that you would see nothing but obesity people. But nobody, that includes the mainstream media, why wouldn't the mainstream media cover the pageant? The mainstream media wouldn't cover the pageant because the mainstream media is funded by advertisers. And advertisers want numbers behind the shows or the stories that the mainstream media puts on. So if they can guarantee numbers, they go with the story. The Miss America pageant, they already saw. They already knew it was losing audience. Nobody I know of. In fact, Mark Dice tried looking for, searching for somebody with some sort of a video clip of the Miss America pageant, and it was not available. It just was not available. Why? Because nobody watched it. And because the advertisers wouldn't cover the story of the Miss America pageant, the mainstream media didn't even attend. Because it's a losing circumstance, right? It's a losing proposition to go cover that. No advertisers, no coverage. No audience, no coverage. No audience, no advertisers, no coverage. This is why you are having these stories. I'm dropping all of these truth bombs all of a sudden tonight. This is why all of these stories are being promoted on CNN. Yes, there's an agenda behind it, but they have an audience. Let's hate the president. Let's hate the president. Let's hate the president. Actually, their audience is dwindling. But they still have an audience. Still have an audience, still have advertisers, and the advertisers are on board with the whole agenda to hate the president. And there you have it. Please support the channel, and please leave a like, and please comment. We have to overcome the initial robot to get beyond 1,000 views. So we have to please support the channel as much as you can. And write out full sentences, full paragraphs, whatever. Thank you. It doesn't matter if you like me or don't. Say whatever you want to. This is an intellectual channel, so you are able to argue with me if you want to. Thank you all for watching.